Well, Brock, the fans were out and shouting J-E-T-S Jets well before the gates opened here. And now they fill the stands of MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And away we go from East Rutherford. This return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainer's headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's a give for Wright. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Right again. Past midfield to the 45. And he's finally hauled down at the 12. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a first down.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
First down from the red zone. The throw is caught. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And in for the Dallas touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Now probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season.
Set, go.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Pass taken in by Pollard. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. Back now, pressure on its way. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
You know, as any quarterback is going to tell you, that's one of the most difficult things to do, knowing you're going to get blasted. That defender's coming right at you, but you got to throw an accurate ball. It does 2 things. Number 1, it strikes fear in the defense, and number 2, you gain respect of your teammates.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go.
Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Here we go, set, go.
He's gonna throw this one. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And he's brought down for a loss.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And the Cowboys will be backed up to begin the drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Back to throw, it's Lance. He'll get this one to Watkins. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
79 Bronco.
Looking to throw, Lance. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Sauce Gardner with the INT. And the Jets take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, we all know, Brock, those slot guys start piling up receptions, and that makes them a priority target for the defense.
Yep.
They kept someone nearby, and they pick off that check down.
Yeah, if a play breaks down in today's football, like back in my day, last century, right, you checked down to the running back. That's not the case anymore. These slot receivers, well, they're as big a security blanket as running backs are, but the defenses, to your point, Kate, they figured it out too. And that defense, well, they didn't just figure it out in their head. They went out and executed with their bodies to take it away. You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
2nd and 10 now. Fits it through the middle. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Let's go now.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hall. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Play stopped by Damone Clark. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
At the Cowboys' 30-yard line.
Buffalo 18.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Throwing deep for the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, New York. The Jets parlay the interception into points. That one not. Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. No change to the call on the field. So that play is going to remain a touchdown. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Jets take the lead on that successful kick. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now a run with Wright. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. First time this game they've looked to him. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be Jets football. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Go! 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 19 Lion. Come 19, come 19. Go!
Now he'll throw off the play fake. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I think it's fair to say, in the eye in the sky doesn't lie, without that ball being tipped, we were looking at the big game. A missed opportunity to push their offense and a great play on the other side to deny the throw.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Left side into the hands of McBride. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Cowboy 80. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Hook.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on that game. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They are throwing it again. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's 2nd down.
19 tight, 19 tight. Stephanie.
They'll throw it again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Trying to find Trey McBride. So that brings up 4th and long.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. And this punt works out. It's going to cross the 20, be touchdown at the 16-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Running right. Here's Wright. And he'll get it up to the 27. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. We've got a close one here. More from MetLife coming right up. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Handoff running left, Walker. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Every offense in the league today, they want a couple of guys on the roster capable of doing this. Players who can line up a receiver, running back, and make plays from both spots. It's where the NFL's been heading for years, and what a great example on that play.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Pass into the hands of Devontae Walker. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Right. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a gain of 3. That leaves him only a yard shy on 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
They run again with Wright. And he's in for the touchdown. The Cowboys take a 2nd quarter lead. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Panther 11.
They'll come out throwing. It is caught left side. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and clear. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
After the sack, another pass on second down. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. To throw it on first down. And no one had a shot at that. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Looking for a throw here. Throwing the out route complete. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Chris Jenkins Jr. there on the tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
He's on the move. He'll make a big for it on the ground. And what a hit there. Alex, she faced the press for moving the chains that time.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
On first down, here comes Hall. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Ready?
The give on second to Hall. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Third down, 1 yard to go.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
Here's Hall once more. And he will take it in for the New York touchdown. The Jets tie and can take the lead here in the second. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And they'll take the lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Returnable from the 2. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Okay, break.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Running behind center with Wright. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Now it's Sauce Gardner dropping him there. Nothing for him on that play as we've hit the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Off the play fake. He'll throw. He puts some power on a deep one left. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Jets are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football. You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get two hands on it the next time.
Buffalo 18. Set go.
Here he is to throw on second down. Oh, he put he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, New York. The Jets grow their lead just before halftime. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. Point after, up and good by Fairbairn. And the Jets grow their lead to 8. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Complete out to the right. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock still running. Here's 2nd and 7. This will be cut by Watkins. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Here we go. Set.
Throwing his Lance. That one's complete right side. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that'll bring up 2nd down. The Jets take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
Go.
They run it from the gun with Wright. Works the sideline inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at the 28. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. They'll come up 1st and 10. Lance. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys earn the chance to tie it before halftime. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was gonna be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird in the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Well, maybe like a Tyrese Maxey. But whatever.
The kids weren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did. And he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready, ready. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
He'll look to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. DJ Turner comes up with it. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Let's go now.
Motion man sent left. Getting right back to it after that interception. That one's incomplete over the middle. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
60 Bobcat, 60. Ready. Dragon 60. 79 Bronco. Ready.
Again the throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. He's got it. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. He'll throw it yet again. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Everly's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. And that play backfired. He's brought down way behind the line. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hall. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
Let's go.
Throwing off the play fake here. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Brought down by DaRon Bland.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
18 Rattler.
Throw on 3rd down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
This one, take it in. Hit it well that time, a little too well, in fact. And the Cowboys are going to have it at the 20. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Here's Lance. Escapes the pocket. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play.
That's grabbed inside the 30. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys push their lead further to start the half. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys drive their lead to 11. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Check smash.
They've got a man in motion.
19 Lions.
Throwing it to start this drive. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Still has some space inside the 35. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A pickup there of 39. And it'll give the Jets a first down. Wilson, the receiver, in motion left. Hall running between the tackles. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
They'll motion him out of the backfield.
Go.
2nd and 3. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession, or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Here we go. Here we go.
Wright running out of the gun. And he drives ahead for good yardage up to the 45. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful run.
Pass complete to Walker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Let's go.
They're running the option, short side. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys push their lead to 18.
Jets 24.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Kickoff for the Cowboys.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
And they're on the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Set up. 70 Timberwolf. Take off.
They'll start this one out with Hall. And he takes this across. Nope, beg your pardon. They're going to spot him right at the 35-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
Ready, ready. Panther 11. Panther 11. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Hut, hut.
Back to throw now. That one's cut along the left sideline. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready, ready?
Back now, pressure on its way. To the ground it goes, that's incomplete. That one intended for Trey McBride. So second down coming up.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
Complete out to the right side. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll give the Jets a first down. And they send a man in motion. Still sticking with the passing game. Throw right side, and McBride has it. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Completed to Pollard. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the fourth quarter.
On the ready.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Set. Ready.
Hall takes it straight ahead. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a first and goal.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next third.
And this is caught. Touchdown, New York! The Jets get it back to within 2 possessions. Trey McBride, the touchdown. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jets make it an 11-point ball game. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30.
Got it. Ready.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing from the gun. Walker hauls it in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and you get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Here we go. Set.
From the 34. He's got... Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
3rd and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Ready. 19. Right here.
Throwing his lands. He's on the move. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Well, I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical first down.
This will be caught by Watkins. Here he goes again. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys make it a 3-score game in the fourth. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys push their lead to 18. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Kickoff taken at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Set up. Go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. Offense in the hurry up here.
And the Jets, first down.
70 Lions.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys regain possession as he makes the 30th interception of his career.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Here's a give inside to right. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Let's go now.
Here's 2nd and 7. Complete over the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They're set up at the 35 now. Now we're on the counter. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. He puts some juice on a deep. They connect on the deep shot. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys put up even more points in a win. That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys continue piling onto this lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Has it downfield working the left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A big 34-yard pickup there. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
Buffalo 18. Set.
They'll try and throw it here. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Go. 18 Rattler. Set go.
From the 31. He's got it deep downfield. And that's a New York touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Return coming here from the 12. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's a give for Wright. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Into the hands of Walker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
Let's go.
Running it with Wright. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. This is Wright. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
He'll go to a knee, and that defense can only stop the clock 2 more times.
Okay, time for the defense to think about getting that ball back. And this is where you've got to conserve every second. Got to expect the timeout coming any moment now.
He'll go to a knee, and that defense can only stop the clock 2 more times.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And this winning streak continues to grow as they claim their 4th victory in a row. So that's it for us here. Brock Huard, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from New York.
You